In this video, I'm going to talk about identifying points of engagement for on-demand lessons. Now, if you'll recall, we have three phases of learning engagement, and here we're going to talk about this specifically from engagement in on-demand online lessons. So these phases of engagement are: we want to excite learners about what they're learning, we want to connect them to meaningful experiences when they're learning something, and then we want to set them up to grow learning experiences even after the formal experience is completed. So this Excite, Connect, and Grow framework is what we're going to use to talk about ways of identifying engagement points in on-demand lessons. Now, one of the first questions you want to be able to ask in your lesson is, what will get learners' attention? You'll notice in our basic online template, we have a point there to capture attention. And so this may be a compelling video. It may be a story that you have. It may be something that is going to be meaningful to the audience you're trying to engage. And so when you're identifying that capturing attention, that's a key point to be able to excite learners about what they're going to be learning. So what will get learners' attention, and being able to plug that right into the template that's there. The second point of engagement is really, how does this relate to me? So we want the learners to connect to the content in meaningful ways. And you'll notice in the content template here, we have a reminder there to relate that material to the audience. And so we do that through a dialogue component there. So again, thinking about how does this relate to me is a question that you're going to want to answer for the learner when we talk about how we connect with them in that learning experience, to make it very meaningful and to have that experience to be something that they find value in. And then the third phase of engagement here is really providing timely and relevant feedback. So we know that we want to set the learners up for success for the long term. And you'll notice in the template here that we have a couple of opportunities to provide feedback, both in a practice exercise, so people building their skills, they'll get feedback there, but also identifying and providing feedback for the activity to measure learning. And so the idea is that a learner doesn't just submit something and they get a grade or a score or a checkbox that says they've done it, but it's something where you can provide timely and relevant feedback to the work that they're doing, and it provides them a framework to be able to grow and continue that learning process even after the course concludes. So again, as we look at this phases of engagement for on-demand learning, we want to focus on, how do we help people get excited about what they're learning? How do we connect them to meaningful learning experiences that are high value for them? And then finally, how do we set them up to continue to grow their learning experiences after the course has concluded?